Guys, we are MMA UK News. Stoomboy, as always, MMA UK BJJ show. So, going to be talking about ADCC Scotland. Before we do, quick word on my sponsor. So, Simplified Debt are a company that helps people who are struggling financially throughout the UK. So, if you are needing to kind of talk to someone or have a chat about any debt, then hit up the guys' number and website across the bottom of the screen. They do offer a free, friendly, confidential service, and just obviously mention my name's Stoomboy, just so they know where you're coming from. Now, going to be talking about ADCC Scotland. ADCC Scotland are it's going to be next Saturday, so only a week away, Saturday the 10th of June. Now, going to be at the Golden Lion Hotel in Stirling. So the second time we're going to be there. So it was an awesome event the last time, and this one's going to be no different. As I say, the lineup already looks fucking awesome, man. So a really awesome event. So we're going to see some crazy shit that we saw last time, but we're going to see a lot more of it this time for sure. So ticket availability, hit up your chosen grappler first of all and make sure that to see if they've got any tickets. If they don't, then hit up ADCC Scotland on the Facebook page and you will get all the information through there. So my next guest then is going to be on the show that night. So Taylor McCann, MNBJJ. So Taylor is going to be heading out to ADCC. This is a great rule set for Taylor. Right? It's probably the best rule set for him in regards to his style of grappling. He's going to definitely bring in some crazy wrestling, some jiu-jitsu, and we're going to see some McCann Airlines getting delivered on the night. So, Taylor, always a pleasure, brother. Thanks for
How you doing, mate?
no,
thanks for having me on, mate. Thanks for having me on.
Oh, listen, always a pleasure, Whenever I see you on there, I mean, I love your style. I absolutely love your style. You know what I mean? When you're out there, win or lose, man, I mean, you bring it, absolutely bring it. And I'd say those takedowns are fucking awesome, man, whether it be double legs, single legs, or whatever you want to do, man. It's fucking brilliant to see.
No, thank you, mate. Yeah, like I've said previously, like in many other kind of interviews with you, like win or lose, as long as the match is entertaining, and as long as I'm doing everything on my part to win, you know, we can't win every time, but as long as if I lose, it will never be down to lack of effort. That's the main thing for me, you know. Like all my matches, if they've went the distance or whatever the case may be, they've always been a grind, you know. Like I'd like to think that's kind of my style. I'm just a grinder, man. Like if we stay on the feet for, you know, 10 minutes of a 10-minute match, then we're gonna stay on the feet. You know, I'm happy. You know, I'm happy just to grind it out. In my opinion, as tiring as it would be, I'd prefer to have a 10-minute dominant grind match than, you know, like a 20-second sub win. And that's just me. Like, obviously, if we get the 20-second sub win, fucking here we go. Like, but to me, it's more impressive to, you know, basically dominate someone for 10 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes. What the fuck?
Mate, his phone's dominating you. Your phone's dominating you, mate.
My phone's absolutely fucking me here. We should be fine. I've got a pure, like, mad DIY setup. I've got a clip from a barbell, and then I've got a fucking bottle of Arizona tea behind it. So slotted in. As I was saying, I would prefer to win. For me, it's more impressive to get a 10-minute win where you've been dominating your opponent and you basically, you don't get the finish, in a lot of people's eyes that's not good, you know, because obviously getting the finish shows, obviously, you know, good. What the finish shows is it shows good finishing. That's really it. You know, like you could finish someone from anywhere. You could hit a flying armbar and get lucky. Like, in my opinion, like getting caught with something like that doesn't show how good either of the guys are. You know, if you get caught with something like that, hit a cartwheel pass and rear naked choke, like it doesn't quite give a full picture. And that's just my opinion on it, though. Obviously, 10 minutes is a grind, 8 minutes is a grind. If we get a 20-second finish, we get it. But I'm cool being fucking 8 minutes, 10 minutes going the distance, you know?
Yeah. Tell us about you yesterday. Obviously, out there yesterday, got I believe you had two matches.
Yeah,
as well.
two matches. So me and Fraser went down to Clash Invitational, so it was their second one. So I went down to the first one to watch. Supported a few of the boys, Paul Strachan and Finlay Marshall. Went down to support them. Obviously, Paul from Catch 22 Dundee and Finn from Hit Squad. So I went down to support them, and then I saw they were having a second one. So I was like, you know what, like I'll throw my name in. I need more invitationals, you know, and I need to be a bit more competitive this year. So I threw my name in. They gave me the first match against Simon Marshall, 84 kilo blue belt. So took that, was happy, was ready to go. Obviously, then we went down. Obviously, in my mind, it was that match. That's all I thought I was getting. Morning of, so Saturday morning, maybe about 11 o'clock, we're going for breakfast. You know, we've got a good few hours to kill, and then they put up on Instagram, we've got a like under 85 blue belt pull out. It was either blue belt or purple. I can't remember, but we've got a pull out around my weight. Who wants it? And Fraser said it to me because I'm not on Instagram right now, so he was like, "Oh, they've got that," and I was like, "Oh fuck it, I'll take it, man." I was like, I'm already here, you know. I was like, I may as well take it, man. Get two matches and just treat it like a comp. It's no different, you know.
Yeah.
And fair, you know, and fair fucks to Fraser. Like they asked for an under 90 purple belt, and he put his name in for a second match as well, but they filled the spot, you know. So both of us would have been competing twice. Do you know what I mean? So it wasn't just me that attempted it. Obviously, thankfully, I got the second match, but he tried it as well, you know, because we're the end of the day, we're traveling a good 5 hours down. Like one match is good, and don't get me wrong, 10-minute match is fucking great. You know, we get a good match going on an invitational in front of a decent crowd, like, you know. But getting the second match as well, just for the XP and the mat time, and obviously in my case a second W. So
yeah. It was good
aye,
event.
man.
You know, I mean, we all saw the video, the takedown video, which I mean
Yeah.
that was to be expected. I mean, it's to be expected
Well,
anytime you step out there. If somebody's not getting thrown, man, then you've not been on your game at all, man.
aye. No, yeah. Well, it depends, man. Some people are like, I'll be honest. Some people are just good at defending. Like, there's some people that just they do a good job of their head position or their body position. I won't lie. I'm not going to sit and be like, oh, I can take down fucking everyone. Do you know what I mean? Because it's not true. Don't get me wrong. Like I say, it won't be through lack of trying. You know.
Yeah.
But no, that takedown is just kind of. I was just the match that match that was my second match, and I was just I don't know, the guy was strong, and he was a Mata Leal guy. I don't know if that's how you say it, but I think it's Ben Bennett's gym. I'm not sure if it's his gym
Bennett,
but yeah, so it was his gym. So I knew that it was going to be scrappy and technical. But the guy was strong, taller than me. Obviously a lot longer, but he was lean, you know. So he wasn't like everything on his he was just lean. So his weight was exactly what he needed to be. So tall, long, fucking like shredded, man. The guy looked good, but strong, technical. And it was just that case of like Fraser was in my corner, because it was just me, him, and his dad that went down. And he's like, the guy kept snapping me down, trying to guillotine me. Fair enough, you know, my head wasn't in the right position. And Fraser's just like, confidence Taylor, man. And I got that underhook, and I just fucking shot the high crotch. I mean, Fraser's like, confidence Taylor, and I'm like, oh, fucking shot it. And see that way, just how, not to say easy, but obviously the amount of effort that went into getting him up. Like, I put 100% into making sure he came off the ground. And it was just a nice switch to double, and it was one of those ones that it worked perfectly, you know. Like, it's not always going to work perfectly, but that one did. You know, that one looks like a fucking highlight reel, amazing takedown, blah blah blah. But they're not all like that, you know. So I don't obviously I wouldn't want anyone to expect that's always going to happen. But no, that match was good, man. He fucking strong. Kept trying to put me in omoplatas and stuff. To which I was just kind of grinding it out, staying on top. A bit passive, but just not wanting to let him move, you know, because he was pretty good with his legs. And like I say, he was throwing that omoplata on and then like holding me. And I don't know if it wasn't quite, I don't know what the guard is. It wasn't a rubber guard, but almost just like getting the omoplata on and sitting his leg on my back and stuff. Like, just stuff I'm not really used to. So I was like, fuck, it's like, just stay on top. Don't be a fucking idiot, you know, and like try and work your way around. And yeah, man, like he went for it. I went, fuck it, and I gave him it because I knew that I baited. Like it was a bait and it wasn't a bait. It just so happened that it worked. I kind of scooted back and gave him it, and as I did that, I managed to scoot under his legs and almost do like a duck under pass on his legs. And obviously got the pass, you know. But no, that takedown earlier, that wasn't even the most impressive thing that I did that day. Because the first match was good. Do you know what I mean? Like started pretty slow. He pulled guard. I passed, couldn't hold the pass. Working away, got to his back, fucked it. He threw me off, and then he held me in a triangle for a good bit. You know, so like held me in a triangle for a good bit, and then we got reset and I managed to come up, like I say, Fraser's corner in that day was fucking excellent, man. He was just like, I need you to move and I need you to stand up. And obviously in my head, I'm like, stand up. And that's what I did. Managed to get a double leg pick up. We landed in butterfly, got reset. He put me in close guard, and from there I did a cartwheel escape out of close guard. And then entered his legs while fucking in a cartwheel. So I had one hand pinned to the floor, legs in the air. He had my foot in a toe hold. It's fucking ridiculous. You know what I mean? If anyone wants to see it, ask Fraser. I'm not. He'll be able to send you out or put it on his Instagram or something. But it's fucking ridiculous. And then from there, I enter the legs into 50 and fucking heel hook, man. Nice. You know what I mean? A wrestler heel hook. It was crazy. I genuinely, I was like, see when I got it, I was like, oh my fucking god. I was like, I've been in this position so many times in training. I was like, but there's no way that there's no way it's going to work and call. Do you know what I mean? And I put it on, and just that way I twisted, and his ankle went. Do you know what I mean? There was a crack in his ankle. I don't know if it was a crack or a pop, and I was like, oh my fuck. I was like, that's just worked. I was like, this is crazy. What have I become? You know what I mean? Jack Brown V2, mate. That's what I've become. Fucking D1 down.
But that's the good thing. I mean, as I said, you always said about, do you know what I mean, your grappling game was awesome, right? But the only thing you always said this whenever I spoke to you in the gym, right? The one thing I need to do is learn to submit more. Do you know what I mean? Or not submit more, but commit to the submission, right? Because you can get to that position, right? You can get to that position at any time you want. Do you know what I mean? But then it's just about finishing it off. Do you know what I mean? And so when I saw you got the submission win by, obviously, or a submission win yesterday, I was like, yes, he fucking done it. So that's confident. Do you know what I mean? It's there. Fuck it, let's go for it. Do you know what I mean? So, because it's very comfortable. You know yourself. I mean, you've competed a load of times. Do you know what I mean? It's very comfortable being able to dominate somebody and hold them down, right? You get comfortable. Do you know what I mean? You're winning. You're winning a fight, but then to then throw in a submission, and do you know what I mean? Not just a submission, but then thinking about a submission where if it doesn't pull off, you can possibly lose position. And if you lose position, then you're in a bad position. So something like that would have been exactly what goes through your head.
Well, especially like landing in 50, obviously, it's 50-50. Like if I fuck that heel hook, like, because he was in a position where he was, I think he was on one knee.
Yeah.
And we were in 50, and it just so happened that my knee was under his, below his, so I was in the perfect position to finish. But if I fuck that up, like, there's nothing stopping him falling back onto, do you know what I mean? Based on where he was, like, he could easily heel hook, fell back, and probably destroyed my knee. But no, honestly, like, it was two great matches. I was more than happy to kind of jump in last minute for the second guy, man. But both of them gave me a tough match. Nothing easy. That's kind of how I want it. Stuff that I've learned, and obviously confidence has been built from it. Obviously, Total Combat, we had Neil Laird, you know what I mean? So, obviously, brown belt, I felt I done good against him. Obviously, didn't get the win. Obviously, Kimura, he beat by Kimura. But I think now starting to understand that competing at my level is what I need to be doing, you know, to progress and almost show my skills a bit more. But yeah, man, obviously, ADCC was on the last one. On the last one had Oscar, and that was a tough match. You know, that match I don't think was ever going to be easy. That one obviously didn't get the win. Got finished by rear naked choke, is what it is. Obviously, I'm a much better grappler from October to now. You know, me now would destroy October. Fucking Taylor, like, would absolutely annihilate him. So the fact that I know that I'm much better than what I was in October is obviously going to be pretty confident. Don't know much about my opponent, and if I'm honest, I know that he's won the ADCC, the first kind of ADCC kind of tournament style they did. Fair play. Obviously, I'm looking forward to a good match. And like I always say, I hope he brings his A game. I'm going to bring mine. We're going to entertain the crowd. Like I said, I always like to get my money's worth and fucking obviously get the crowd their money's worth as well. You know, I don't want to be prepping for something and both of us aren't on a fucking A game. You know, it's just shit for everybody, and it's shit for me and Aiden. You know, I don't want it to be shit. I want it to be a good entertainment match. You know, ADCC style, just like how ADCC should be. You know, fucking just go out there and both of us go to war, man.
You know? What's next for you then? So obviously, again, you had the competition yesterday. You've also got ADCC Scotland next week. What's next? What's coming up for you?
So after that, I have Goliath. So I've got Goliath. 24. Then I have Amsterdam Grappling Industries. So those are my two jiu-jitsu ones lined up. And then October I have the Snake Pit Catch Wrestling Worlds.
Ooh, yes.
So I got approved for that. So got a phone call kind of at the start of the week, and I've been approved. My application's been approved, and they've accepted me into the Snake Pit Catch Wrestling Worlds. So I'm looking forward to that. Do you know what I mean? And obviously,
some big names have won that as well. Some big names previous.
Yeah. Well, I know that John Hathaway's in my division. So.
Oh yeah, fuck John Hathaway, mate. Fuck, mate, I should do
I know.
Look at this. Look, I should do a fuck John Hathaway t-shirt. Eh?
No, mate, at the end of the day, man, it's fucking. We're both obviously there for the same thing, you know. So, obviously, I've just.
John Hathaway is awesome, man. John Hathaway is very
I've just
high level, man.
Nothing but respect for anyone that's willing to step on the mat. Fucking white belt, fucking black belt, catch wrestling, freestyle, jiu-jitsu, like MMA. Anyone willing to step in the cage or on the mat, whether they're fucking amazing or not, you know, it takes balls. So nothing but respect for people that are willing to do it. So, John Hathaway, don't know him, but I can imagine he's a good guy and he's the champ. So obviously we have to give him his respect.
Yeah, great matches. Do you know what I mean? John Hathaway is awesome, man. Do you know what I mean? I've been fortunate enough to see a lot of John Hathaway stuff. Do you know what I mean? And he's good, man. He's good. He's no Taylor McCann good. Do you know what I mean? He's all right. When you put him in again, do you know what I mean? You're gonna pick him up and throw him. Do you know what I mean? So
we'll see, man. Do you know what I mean? We'll see. You know, but I'm looking forward to that. You know, it's me, Finlay Marshall, and I believe I said to Mark that he should do it. Because Mark will be bringing home the fucking world champion belt, so I know he's going to win that with fucking ease. So just waiting for confirmation that he's applied for it, man. So obviously they're very strict in who they take on. At the end of the day, it is their world championships, so they want the best of the best, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Aye, man. So looking forward to that, man. You know, an exciting year for me. Just trying to keep momentum going and just, you know, don't want to build the name too much if I'm honest, but just get myself out there and just compete, man, and whatever pops up match wise or tournament wise, we kind of take them as they come.
No, definitely.
Like I said, I'm in no rush. You know, I've had a long time to kind of think about what I want to do with grappling and where I want to go, and
Yeah.
I just feel like rushing yourself and jumping into too many comps at the one time can be a bit much. Too much pressure, too much focus, you know, because it's trying to, especially different weight categories. Like that one at yesterday, I was at 84, so I had to come down to 84. ADCC's at 88. Goliath is then at 85. Amsterdam's at 85. The Snake Pit's at fucking 83. So like, you know, having all these and then having to bounce kind of, yeah, I'm between 88 and 83, which isn't too much. You know, it's not too bad. It's not like I'm going from fucking 90 plus down to, you know, under 85 or under 80. But having too much of that bouncing about weights and stuff, you know, I'm just trying to compete, but not fuck about too much in what I'm competing in. It's all well and good competing all the time, but competing just for the sake of it and
nah, you're right, man.
not getting.
You're 100% right, man.
Don't want to burn myself out.
Yeah, you want to take good matches as well. You don't want to just take fucking any match. Do you know what I mean? It's got to be the right match. Do you know what I mean? So one that builds your profile as well. Do you know what I mean? Just like somebody that comes in against you is Taylor McCann, and me beating Taylor McCann, is it going to boost my profile? 100%, because obviously he's a wrestler with a very, very good pedigree. So you're going to be the same. Is this going to boost my profile? Well, this guy's a jiu-jitsu champion or whatever he's done. Do you know what I mean? So you've got to think about it for your career going forward. So
no, definitely. Like that's why I was kind of happy to jump into that under 90 tournament at Total Combat, because I was like, if I get one win here, like I lose nothing. Genuinely, I don't. You know, like I can imagine no one watched that match and was like, "Oh, fucking, who's this guy? He's so like, you know, he's out of place." A lot of people after it were letting me know that, you know, I didn't look out of place, which was nice to hear. Obviously, Neil's a fucking tough competitor and went on to win it, so I can't be too harsh on myself there. I think we went like 6 minutes out of 8, so I'll take it. It was, you know, it was a strong performance for me, and obviously even stronger one from him. But I knew if I perform well or get a win, you know, it's a big fucking deal. You know, it's something that I can take, and obviously you don't want to hold on to things like that too long.
Yeah.
Because then you get caught up in, oh, I beat a brown belt, but you got beat off a fucking blue belt next week. You know what I mean? It's, you know, but having it, so it's like I do belong. Just having it there so that you know that you belong with either guys that level, or you know that guys at your level. So blue belt, for example, you know that you can be up there with the kind of best of the blue belts or best of your division. So
definitely.
But no, mate, I'm excited, man. I'm excited to compete. I love the ADCC rule set. Last year's was fucking incredible. It was nice. Obviously, Mox doing a fucking good job with it. It's great that we've got something like that, you know. And it's good to see as well the kind of ADCC referee courses and stuff are coming out. So it's good that it's clearly a big push for the ADCC rule set, which I think is excellent, man. It's the one everyone wants to see. IBJJF is okay. I'm not the biggest fan of it, even though most of my matches are 1 on points. But if I could choose, every match genuinely would either be sub only or ADCC. I just think they're good. They force you to push the pace, and if not, you know, you don't have much time to sit because no one's caring about losing position. You know, it's like in IBJJF, it's more position over submission. Obviously, we're scoring points and we're looking good. You're 2 points up with 2 minutes to go. You're going to stall. Let's be honest. So whereas in ADCC, you start stalling, negative, and before you know it, you've fucking lost on negatives. So.
Well, that's the thing. Your style of grappling is definitely ADCC friendly. Do you know what I mean? So because you can come in and you can do the stuff you can do, or the stuff that you do that you can't do in other events. Do you know what I mean? So that's definitely your style. It's definitely a style where it's an aggressive rule set. Right? There he goes. Look, that's 2 points for the stand. 2 points.
Fucking 2 points. Drop my phone. Fuck. It's the third time.
But no, I was saying, I mean, your style suits ADCC. I mean, you've got that, again, it's that push forward, that aggressive style. It's an aggressive rule set. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's it for me. I mean, being able to see ADCC in person, right, and be there and being a part of it, the referee, sitting at tables and stuff like that, scoring it, to me, it's the best rule set out there, right? And people say, no, but IBJJF, but IBJJF rule set is boring as fuck, right? It's designed to give advantage to certain people, right?
Yeah.
Or certain styles of jiu-jitsu. Because IBJJF, I mean, if you were to go into the Olympics, it would be an IBJJF rule set, right? Because that's it's safe and all that stuff. Whereas ADCC,
it's the cleaner of the two, innit? It's like It's definitely
ADCC is like the misfits of grappling. Do you know what I mean? It's like do you know what I mean? The bad boy, the black sheep of the family. Do you know
well, it's like it's the same way of like when you had like Pride and stuff. Obviously, you had all these mad fucking. You could kick people in the head, and you could knee in the head, and you could jump over people and stomp fucking soccer kicks to the head
and everything, man. Proper.
Obviously, you could do basically everything. Or well, for example, the boxing and then bare knuckle boxing. Like, yeah, it's the dirtier of the two. It's the more appealing to the competitors, but I think more appealing. I think less appealing to the masses.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, especially in Olympics have to look clean. You know, they have to. You know, it's the same reason they fucking drug test and all that. You know what I mean? It has to be clean and proper. And whereas ADCC, they fucking don't care. They want entertainment. They want WWE and fucking jiu-jitsu for. And that's what they want. So fair enough. You know, I completely respect that.
Final thing then, Taylor. So obviously, again, I mean, we know who you thank. You always thank me because I'm big inspiration in your career. Do you know what I mean? Like everybody wants to be me, right? So obviously the podcast as well. Do you know what I mean? Just copying Stoomboy, right?
I mean, I think we've surpassed you, mate. I think we're up here. I mean, you were at one point. At one point, you were at the top, but we've just kind of fucking blast double J, and we've kind of made sure to stay on top. You know
what I do is very, very different from what everybody else does. Everybody else does podcasts where they'll sit for an hour and so on. Whereas for me, I talk about your matchups and then before and after. So what I do is very, very different, right? So I used to do the podcast, right? The podcasts were good. You would spend an hour and a half talking to people. But as I said, that was once I started doing the fight stuff, the talking about the fights, do you know what I mean? The before and afters. I mean, it was awesome. Do you know what I mean? So, but I think for me, like nobody does what I do, right?
No, mate. See, in fairness,
nobody can do what I do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, honestly, mate. Like me and the first episode we did with Fraser, like me, Fraser and Adam all shouted you out. Do you know what I mean? Like you, in fairness, you paved the way for a lot of this stuff and a lot of this promotion of Scottish fighters, grapplers, and just basically helping the UK jiu-jitsu scene fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Be shown off and promoted a bit more. So do you know what I mean? We've obviously gave you our props and thanks.
Oh, I appreciate the love, man. I
do
appreciate the love.
Of course. Well, that's the thing, but it's like realistically, like you say, who else is doing it? Who else is on who else is doing fucking all these interviews? You know, you're interviewing fucking 10, 20 guys per show. You know, it's like you're interviewing a lot of people, you know. I'm sad that there's not been as many for this. You know, I'd like to think that, you know, we could there'd be a good amount of people want to talk about it. Some guys want to, obviously, you know me, I'm not wanting to talk shit or anything like that. You know, I'm just fucking happy to be there. You know, I'll go on, put a big fucking smile on my face, and I'm just happy to be there. But
Well, that's why I put the post up, because normally I would contact everybody, but I was like, everybody's on the one place. So what I'll do is I'll just put a post up and say, right, whoever wants an interview, just drop me a message and we'll sort a time out. Do you know what I mean? And then obviously we had like Thomas Denham, we had yourself.
It's funny, mate. I knew Thomas Denham before like you were posting about him and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Before he get in Grapple Fest and that. You know, I know him from my wrestling days. He probably doesn't remember me, but obviously Tommy Denham was one of the guys that was kind of looked at when I was wrestling. I think he left a few years into me starting, but no, he was a name that I knew. You know, he's and when I saw he was on Grapple Fest and grappling and stuff, it's class to see. So it would be good to see him. It'd be good to see him at this ADCC. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck knows if he remembers me. Do you know what I mean? But obviously I'll be there, Finlay Marshall and that. So
Thomas, Thomas had a huge career in front of him. Do you know what I mean? And then unfortunately life gets in the way and all that kind of stuff. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, he done some unbelievable things, not just in wrestling, like MMA and stuff like that as well. Do you know what I mean? So and then obviously now he's back, he's focused.
Yeah. It's good to see, man. It's good to see.
That's the dangerous thing about Thomas, is having a focused Thomas Denham.
Yeah.
That's a dangerous guy, man. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, he's awesome to watch. And again, I mean, I love, see, like anybody that comes into grappling with a wrestling background, anybody that comes into jiu-jitsu with a wrestling background, usually are very, very successful. Do you know what I mean? So we've seen it over the years. Look at Mark. Mark used a lot of wrestling, very successful. Do you know what I mean? You're going to go on and do crazy things, man. Right?
Well, that's the whole thing.
You're just at the beginning. You're only at the beginning stage at the moment, right? So what you're doing is you're cutting your teeth at the moment, right? But give you obviously a lot, because don't get me wrong, you've got a wrestling experience, right? But you're just building up jiu-jitsu experience, which is very different, right? So, but give you a little bit of time, and once you get to where you want to be, which won't be far away, right? But once you get there, do you know what I mean? Like that competition yesterday could have been the turning point for you, and now we're going to see you go on and just run riot. Do you know what I mean? So, and I'd say Thomas Denham's the same, man. Thomas Denham is exactly the same when he comes in, focused. He's just, mate, there's no stopping him. In the Grapple Fest, took on Joffrey Kingsley, and he dominated Joffrey for the whole 10 minutes, right? And Joffrey's a big MMA fighter, big guy, and could not do anything to Thomas at all. Thomas was, when they went to the ground, Thomas was on top. He was moving all over the place. He was doing everything right. Out wrestled him, and you're going to see a crazy Thomas Denham on next Saturday. But don't get me wrong, big Rab Truesdale, big Baloo is a fucking unit, man. Do you know what I mean? So that'll be a war, man. That'll be an absolute war. So we'll see. It's going to be great, man. It's going to be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Good event, good card, good venue. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like I said earlier, Mop fucking and all the guys running it are doing a fucking cracking job, man. So hopefully the momentum for it just keeps growing, and they fucking
it will do.
Just keeps getting bigger and bigger, man. I can see it. Do you know what I mean? Definitely. Like everyone, I feel like a lot of people in Scotland are fucking a big fan of the ADCC style. You know what I mean? Everybody loves a scrap. So hopefully that keeps going. You know what I mean?
Definitely. So give a shout out to the people, the boys, the family.
Jesus. Just shout out to my mum. Obviously, fucking without her 22 years ago, I would not be here. So shout out to her. Obviously, and if it wasn't for her, a lot of you wouldn't be seeing some decent matches. Obviously, shout out to my coach Marcos. Obviously, he's put a lot of time into me from when I started. You know, let me know that fucking I need to work my jiu-jitsu, need to work my guard game. You know, let me know, and not being afraid to fucking tell me to get the finger out and start working hard. Shout out to all the guys that I do kind of wrestling with from time to time. Cammy Hornell, Mark McQueen, Lockie, and then Jack from Higher Level. I can't remember his surname, but Jack's a good guy. He's putting in some good work with us as well. And yeah, Fraser yesterday for fucking helping me out, you know what I mean, cornering me and being a good corner. And just everybody else, they know who they are, you know.
Yeah.
And my favourite guy of all, Lewis Penny, because he fucking destroyed your knees, you know what I mean? That's my boy right there. You know what I mean? It's a shame he wasn't on class yesterday, you know what I mean? But I fucking love Lewis. You know,
Nah,
Lewis is
all right,
Lewis is a
man.
character, man.
Yeah.
You know
Do you
what
know,
I
I
mean?
absolutely love
Lewis
Lewis. He messaged me after it. He's like, mate, I hope you're all right, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, mate, do you know what? It's fine. I said to him, I said, Lewis, see if I was going to get heel hooked off anybody, I'm glad it was you, because he went easy on me. Do you know what I mean? He got the Vaseline out and everything, mate, and he made it easy, man. He made it easy.
Aye.
Anybody else would have ripped it on. Do you know what I mean? But
no,
it was good, man. It was good.
Some people are fucking horrible.
Yeah, I loved that. See the build up and all that. I said, you know what? I'll go in there, right? And do you know what I mean? Nobody's expecting me to go in there and win it, right? But the one thing I'll make it is very, very interesting, right? Because it'll be fun. I mean, like Mark McQueen. This is where this came from, right? Fuck
Mate,
Mark
I need one. I need you to send me one free of charge. I'll wear it everywhere.
We've got
I'll wear it, man. I'll wear it everywhere.
Everybody's wanting one. Everybody's wanting one, mate. I mean, we're doing.
You need to get a rash guard, man. Get a rash guard at fucking hard life fight wear. Fuck Mark McQueen rash guard. You know what I mean?
Well, we're gonna. But I said to Mark, I said, look, I'm going to put them. A few people asked about them because obviously when I put mine up, right, people are, I want one, right? So then I said, right, okay, and I said to Mark, I said, look, Mark, here's what we can do. I can order some, and then what we'll do is we'll obviously split the profit, right? He doesn't need to do anything. All he needs to do is have everybody kicking about with one of these on at competitions or wherever. Do you know what I mean? So some of that, we'll split the profit. So any money that comes in, obviously money goes to Mark and so on. And if we get more, we can get more. So
yeah.
and Mark was like, Mark was like,
fucking definitely. Man. But genuinely, but man, a fuck Mark McQueen rash guard would be fucking excellent, man. Genuinely, speak to Hard Life, man, get that sorted.
Mate, no, the best one, right? The best one was Rachel, his missus, right?
I
put the picture up, like, these are up for sale, going to be here next week. And Rachel, the very first person to message me saying, can I get one, was Mark's missus.
Brilliant, man. Fucking
She's
brilliant.
like, can I get one? And I'm like, yeah, no problem at all. So,
no wonder she used to put up with his shite, man.
Oh,
you know fair play to Rachel, man. Rachel's class.
She is, man. She is. But so Rachel's going to be wearing a fuck Mark McQueen t-shirt as well. Do you know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it'll be awesome, man. So
that's brilliant, man.
So guys, there we go then. Taylor McCann.
There's Billy in the comments. I'd like a match on Total Combat 2, my man. 85 kilo blue belt.
Billy, Billy, you want one of these t-shirts?
Definitely, man. Fuck Mark McQueen. Genuinely. Honestly.
There's Billy just saying, yes, mate. There we go. It's not going to be this one. This is a limited edition, one of a kind.
That's one of a kind Stoomboy edition, man.
It's going to be the Hard Life ones, man. The Hard Life Fightwear. Obviously, big shout out to Hard Life Fightwear.
Yeah, there we go, man.
They're going to be on TKC too. Or they're going to be a part of it. So they're going to be sponsoring the event and stuff like that. Billy just said, yes, he wants one. So, Hard Life Fightwear are sponsoring Total Combat Championship 2. All right.
Let's go, man. Gonna be good.
Keep out. There's going to be more information coming about it. So yeah, guys. Taylor McCann, MNBJJ, going to be heading to ADCC Scotland next week. Going to be Saturday, 10th of June. Now, I think the time is, it's about 4 o'clock it kicks off. I'll double check.
I want to say
a post up. Yeah, I'll put a post up. Usually finished about 11-ish, depending on how many matches there is. So, ticket availability, head over to your chosen grappler first of all. They might have tickets available. If not, then head over to the ADCC Scotland Facebook page. All the details through Eventbrite, so you'll get all the details there. It's going to be the Golden Lion Hotel in the centre of Stirling. All right, so don't miss this, guys, because, mate, these grapplers are fucking awesome. All the way from the very first fight right through to the main event. So it's going to be another crazy night in Stirling for ADCC Scotland. So, Taylor, listen, absolute pleasure, brother. Thank you,
mate.
Mate,
of course, man. This is about the 18th time I've been on here, mate. It's fucking brilliant, man. I love it every single time. A good hour to talk shite, man.
Listen, keep doing what you're doing, man. I'll speak to you every single day. We can speak every other day, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, Taylor, what have you done since we last spoke 3 days ago? You're like, well, I had fucking this, I did that.
I know, mate. I know.
Well, it's an absolute pleasure, brother. I'll see you on Friday. I'm coming to your wrestling class on Friday. So,
some man class.
Right. So I've obviously got this MMA shit going on. So so I'm going to add in a wee bit of wrestling. I'm going to smoke whoever they put in front of me in that fight that I'm going to do. So I'll be at your wrestling class on Friday, buddy. All right.
No, thank you, mate. Cheers for having me.
Thanks again, brother. And enjoy the rest of your night. All right.
Same with you, mate. Thank you.